just sit here and like say threats. That sound good?
That totally sounds good. What's going on, guys? My name's Commander Coach Sylveon KC, and you are going to see that here because this is the IDL Season 2 post-draft power rankings. I'm not alone. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Brayden, StarFox. Nice to meet you.
And if anyone else joins, more power to them. I was supposed to do this like 5 days ago, so we're finally getting it done now. Sunday, actually it's Monday morning now.
Even though I asked you to do it last week.
Yeah. So this is the power rankings. Post-draft wise, we're going 12th to 1st, and starting off, we have myself, Coach Sylveon KC, and the draft of Sylveon, Entei, Jolteon, Babalion, Flygon, Altamons, Xatu, Mega Pidgeot, Starmie, Sceptile, Drapion, and Rhyperior. You can see kind of the stats on the screen. The power is attack plus special attack, and this is average between the whole team. Bulk is average HP, defense, and special defense. Speed is obviously your speed, and the total of all the total stat total is obviously the total. HZ is your hazards, even though mine's is supposed to be 3 because I didn't include Drapion. Hazard control is obviously HC, and if you have a magic bounce user like I do with Xatu, you have an MB. And I'm 12, and I did these power rankings. So that either means one thing: one, I'm really hard on myself, or two, compared to the other teams, my team has some issues.
It means that Jolteon and not Flygon. Oh, I just had it on my tongue. Jolteon and Sceptile are only really fast threats, so the other ones will get outsped by tons of mobs.
And true, if you look at of course I have the fastest draft, as you'll see very soon. Like the only one that comes close is Mud, with base, I think, average 92 speed. Most of my Mons are 95, 95 and above, besides Rhyperior and Sylveon.
Yeah, but they're also weak to a lot of choice scarfers, but I won't get into that.
Yes, lots of choice scarf issues. But if you haven't seen any of the week 1 matches, I suggest you go check out the content creators' channels. Like, I know Katie, Coach of Foxes and Leopards, has done her battle. I've done my battle. I believe Chewy and Vamp and Logic. A lot of people have done their battles, so go check out their channels. You can see some of the battles already that have happened. You have anything left to say?
Not really. Hazard control's fine. Hazard stacking 2 is good enough. Like, 1's pretty limited, but 2's good. Magic bounce is just, it's there. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Moving on to 11th place in these power rankings is Logic, coach of the Bikini Bottom Blastoise. His team consists of Mew, the god that is Haluncha, Blastoise, Umbreon, Cinco? I don't know how you say it. Cinchino. That's weird. Plusle, Mega Altaria, Nidoking, Delphox, Aggron, and Leafeon.
Okay, so I see Umbreon Haluncha Mew combo is going to destroy your team.
I face Logic week 4, I believe.
No, but that's actually a pretty good call overall. And then he's got Blastoise as a wall breaker and Altaria. Actually, no, Blastoise will be a cleric on this team. And then Altaria is his main sweeper, by the looks of it. You can continue.
And he's the poor soul who drafted Plusle as his tier 5. But I will be interested to see how he uses Plusle. I don't expect him to bring it, but if
I want a nasty plot sweep.
It's also his only electric type on the team.
I mean, how fast is Plusle?
As you can see, he has 3 hazards and 3 hazard controls, and also his speed is 90, which is the 3rd fastest team. His space type total is 520. We're going to move on to 10th place. In 10th, we have Chewy, coach of the Bellevue Fought Fetched. His team consists of Jirachi, Mamoswine, Roserade, who we franchised, Vaporeon, Noivern, Liepard, Mega Scizor, Honchkrow, Rotom Heat, Slurpuff, and Chansey. And if you
His
did,
team is really good.
yeah, his team is really good despite how his first match went. I believe he was 6-0 by Darc.
By Darc.
Yeah. And Darc
He
comes
was
up.
Slurpuff. Don't worry. Yeah, but that's a really good team. It's got balance on every side. You just gotta use it well.
Yeah.
Prepare enough.
Prepare, use it well, don't get hacked.
Am I allowed to give advice for this team?
Go for it.
Taunt. Just taunt. Encore, taunt, everything. If you have Mega Alakazam, have fun.
Okay, moving on to 9th. I think that's the one. We're at Mud, coach of the Chicago Blaze again. My week 2
That's a boss team.
a very, as Levo said, this is the scariest team in his opinion.
It looks hyper offense.
He has Latios, Togekiss, Arcanine, Tentacruel, Escavalier, Rotom, Mega Lopunny, Landorus, Therian, Ditto Sneasel, which he traded for, and now I think he has Zoroark and Aurorus, and Azelf. He also has the second.
This team's scary. Very scary.
Very scary.
If you don't have Sucker Punch and Pursuit, you're gonna have trouble with Latias and keeping your Stealth Rocks up.
Yeah.
And you sort of need Stealth Rocks against a team like this. And if you have a Talonflame, you might have a chance against the Low Bunny. I don't know.
No one drafted Talonflame.
Oh, no one drafted the Totodile Strength Bird.
We'll get to what wasn't drafted at the end. I'm also checking time, make sure that we don't go over 20 minutes because then Vamp won't.
Yep.
Okay, but a really good team, but some of the teams ahead had some more scary threats in my opinion. So, Levo thought this team was really good. I honestly didn't, but that might be me thinking that I can leave it to Levo. But we'll figure out this week. We'll figure it out. Moving on to number 8, speaking of Chewy's opponent, we have Darc, coach of the Elm Street Darkrai, who made it to the semifinals last season. He
He's got a
drafted Weavile, Salamence, Tangrowth, Empoleon, Seismitoad, Rapidash, Mega Medicham, Raikou, Snorlax, Gligar, and Hitmonchan.
Okay, so straight off the bat, he's got a Weavile, a Salamence, a Tangrowth, and a Mega Medicham along with a Raikou. That's really annoying.
That is really annoying. I know, I had to deal with Mega Medicham twice, and what the heck said. I couldn't
Like, he's got so many wall breakers that are just so simple to use. And they're so versatile at the same time. Like, he's got Empoleon, that'll be his main defogger. But he's also got Gligar, who's a really good defogger.
He also has
And he's got the status sponge of Snorlax in the back. Like, anyone who versus this, it's going to be pretty difficult.
Moving on to your Season 1 champion, we have Corey, aka Bandit Caterpie, coach of the Carolina Caterpies, who drafted Latios, Rotom Wash, Donphan, Amoonguss, Meloetta, Scotty Dr. Pepper, Mega Banette, Clefable, Infernape, Alomomola, and Gramble.
I like this team. It's fun.
It's exactly how Corey likes to play. Just sit there and let them be it. Let them get impatient, and then he's going to sweep with Scotty Dr. Pepper.
Rock Polish Donphan. Does it even get Rock Polish?
It does. It does get Rock Polish.
Okay.
Also, Corey be the one to run Stealth Rocks on Infernape. I feel like he would do that.
That's pretty common though. Like, it's an offensive Stealth Rocker. So depending on what your team needs, it's better than Clef. It can be better than Donphan. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Also, Also, he has the lowest base stat total at 488, but then again, he did draft Rekatot.
But he also has versatile mons.
Yeah.
Which is the big thing.
I will be surprised to see how he...
Every mon here, I think, can do either way on something.
Yeah.
So...
It's a very good team.
It's fun. It's a bit weak with the Krikatot there, but it's pretty good overall.
Next up, I believe this is 6th, we have Matrix, coach of the South Carolina Shepherds. He drafted Kieran Black, Klefki, Heracross, Galvantula, Coffergris, Walrein, Mega Aerodactyl, Shaman, Terrakion, Espirit, and Torkoal. He has a lot of hazards.
I see Spike Stack, I see Thunderwave, I see Will-O-Wisp, I see Mummy, I see Flinching, and that's about it.
I see the bane of everything, Prankster T-Wave.
Yep. Is swag play allowed? I hope it's not.
I don't think so.
That will be a pain for everyone, unless they have Ludicolo.
Also, I see Sticky Webs. I think Matrix is the only person that he drafted Sticky Webs.
Oh, what I'm noticing is it's actually a relatively slow team with only like 2, maybe 3 choice scarfers. So Thunderwave's gonna be his best friend. That's what I reckon.
Moving on to number 5, we have the man himself. We have Levo, aka War4120, coach of the Tulsa Infernos. He drafted Azumarill, Cresselia, Tornadus Incarnate, Porygon Z, Regirock, Raichu, Mega Absol, Heatran, Questor, Articuno, which I have no clue why, and Dusknoir.
I can see why Articuno's there. He needs an ice type. Like, nothing on his team deals with stuff weak to ice except for Azumarill, and it can get one shot and worn out pretty easily. So, Articuno's there is going to be a Scarfer, it's going to be substituting maybe even agility, I don't know, but it's a pretty balanced team.
Yeah, I think he has the second or third highest base stat team, which a lot of that comes into the power. And he also has very decent, a very balanced hazards, hazard control magic.
I do see one problem though. He's only got 3 mixed attackers. Like 3 legitimately good mixed attackers, but 3. Unless you want to run Last Resort, Porygon Z.
I also see no fairy type.
Azumarill.
Oh yeah, Azumarill. Well, that can get taken.
But it gets worn out by everything, so it's not really a switch in.
So if you take Azumarill out, just start dropping Dracos.
I mean, he still has Heatran, so you don't want to be choiced into Draco Meteor.
No, you don't.
But that's just my advice.
Moving on to number
4. Actually fits really well.
It does. Moving on to number 4, we have Vampire E, because evidently that's how they decided. That's how it decided
Shuckle.
to go down. He has Shuckle, who he actually traded for Blaziken after his week 1 match.
Okay, I can respect that. Blaziken's awesome.
And then he has Zapdos, Politoed, Porygon Z, Ninetales. He has a weather team. Bronzong, Sandslash, Mega Gardevoir, Goodra, Venusaur, Kabutops, and now technically Blaziken. He has the bulkiest team out of any coach.
Yep. And he's got modest hyper voicing Mega Gardevoir. With Tailwind Zapdos, which is pretty much all he needs. And he's got Swift Swim and Drizzle combo.
And he has Hydrate. Well, Goodra gets Hydrate.
Drat and Drizzle are allowed in this, aren't they?
I think so.
Well, that gives him Chlorophyll Venusaur along with Sun, and then Swift Swim Kabutops with Rain. So he's really versatile on the stab and type boost. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Goodra is really one of his strongest walls. The rest of them are pretty passive, besides adaptability Porygon 2.
Yeah, Porygon 2 definitely.
Like Zapdos is there, but it's gonna be defogging half the time and volt switching.
True. He doesn't. Well, he has Kabutops for rapid spin. He has Sand Slash as well. But
Yeah, but Kabutops is one of his sweepers.
True.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how he plays it.
Moving on to.
Like he can do anything.
Yeah, he can. Moving on to, I believe, number 3 is going to be Fairnex, coach of the Toronto Star Raptors. He drafted Manaphy, Florges, Nidoqueen, Greninja, Hitmontop, Cryogonal, Mega Aggron, Reuniclus, Thundurus, Therian, Druddigon, and Miltank.
So it's got Florges and Miltank.
Yes, Miltank. I hate having the battle Miltank.
Props for using Thundurus T. I really like them on, but like half the time you gotta run a choice scarf to normal play, but since it's a locked format and you know what everyone's gonna have, it might be a bit better. Manaphy is the biggest wall breaker out of all of this.
Very much so.
I could definitely see phasing Mega Aggron coming to most matches. Like, that's gonna stop most sweepers, it's gonna stop most setup. It's gonna gain a lot of momentum. And then Reuniclus is there as a calm mind sweeper or an assault vest user, whatever they want.
True.
Nice to see Druddigon though.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have a good place on the team, but it's there and it's got rough skin Rocky Helmet. So everyone's gonna love that. Watch your U-turns. That's my comments.
Okay.
Alright, he's got Greninja.
Yeah, he has Greninja as well. To team number 2, we have Katie, coach of the Lexington Leopards, who drafted Victini, Suicune, Liability the Crocodile, Haxorus, Aromatisse, Licky Licky, Mega Venusaur, Skarmory, Hitmonlee, Dusclops, and Electros. And looking at this team, it is really scary.
It's bulky offense.
Very bulky offense.
Except for Victini, which can run anything.
Victini could run anything. It could run roleplay. I've actually ran roleplay Victini before.
Nah, crits are better.
Very true.
Aromatisse is the only real cleric. Like, Suicune can rest and it can tailwind and stuff, but Aromatisse is your only real wish passer and heal bell user. And you gotta rely on Skarmory for the defog most of the time. You do have Hitmonlee, but Skarmory is just
Better.
so much better.
Yeah. And
Unless they have like a Bishop or something, then you want to bring a Hitmonlee. But I don't think I saw a Bishop.
I don't think
There was a Weavile though.
Sure.
There was a Weavile.
And Electros, of course, can be very scary and like a type that's immune to ground unless you're running Smackdown. Hint, hint.
Electros is another one of his mixed attackers. So, again, Volt Switch, physical moves, special moves, Acid Spray. Normal sets will work in any situation.
Moving on.
So it just depends on what you're after.
Now, oh, no, there we go. Now to the final team. First place, we have Reggie, coach of the Honolulu Vulpix, who
This is
drafted
really
one heck of a team. He drafted Landers Incarnate, Celebi, Kyurem, Menshao, Jellicent, Avalugg, Mega Diancie, Registeel, Scolipede, Thundurus Incarnate, and Pyroar. And his base stat total is 566. And that's a power of 206. That's like 30 or 40 points higher than anyone else. Well, I guess Katie has 93, so. But other than that, the next is Matrix at 190. So that's like...
What I like about this team is you look at Avalon and it's like, oh, like the downside of this entire team is Avalon. But it's really not, because when it's paired with Jellicent, it's actually really good. Because they both help each other out, and then you also got Diancie, which can switch in and then Mega Evolve. So it actually works really well with everything. So it's not really the drop of the team. I think the only Like, there's nothing bad on the team, but the worst thing would probably be Pyro.
Yeah, because
That
that's his only
says something.
fire type. And Pyro is pretty good on its own.
Yeah. It's a wall breaker, it's a stall breaker, anything you want.
The only like downside you could potentially see is Avalux is only rapid spinner.
Actually, who's the person at the Chansey?
I forget who had Chansey.
Chewy had Chansey.
Chewy had Chansey.
He can actually deal with this team pretty well by the looks of it.
True. Very true. Remember that. Are they in the same division? I don't think they are.
Remember that Reggie and Chewy?
Mm-hmm.
These are gonna be like the rivals of this entire thing.
Okay, and now a list of some of the mons that weren't drafted. And there's some surprises.
Superior. Oh my god. Garchomp. This is crazy.
No Excadrill, no Volcanion, no Slowbro, no Mega Lotties, no Mega Pinsir, no Mega Sableye, no Mega Slowbro.
No Fatbat, no Volcarona, no Sizzle.
No Ferrothorn.
I'm surprised Ferrothorn didn't get a spot. Like, I understand Fortress, like, not everyone wants it, but Ferrothorn usually gets picked all the time.
Now, there's a
Electabuzz makes a bit of sense, but Electabuzz is still pretty good for a PU mod, or an NFE mod, I forget.
There's a Tilda on Superior, mainly because as soon as week 1 was done, I picked it up. So technically, because I dropped Skeptile and Rhyperior from Rhydon and Superior. One, because I didn't want anyone to have
So you
Superior.
just slowed down your team.
Yeah, it slowed down my team a little bit, but I have
But you
Superior.
still won the fastest, so it doesn't matter.
I think it just made it like base 97 speed, so.
Yeah, but in my opinion, this entire list doesn't make sense to me. Like, usually people want to pick one of these. But
yeah.
maybe not M-Ball, but the rest of them. Like, Electabuzz, maybe Electivire would have been in there, but I don't know. But a lot of these things are really good in draft format. That's how I look at them.
I've never seen a draft that Excadrill was not used, and here there's no
Excadrill is actually pretty good, especially with Mold Breaker and Sandrush. Like, it's pretty versatile, but its move pool is very restricted. That's the only problem. It just depends on your set and how you use it. But things like Gorgeist and Espion are so good in draft formats. Even though they're a bit iffy, but in draft formats you know what they have and what they could potentially bring, so you can use it.
Very true.
Like Talonflame, everyone usually just wants to use, so I'm not even going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, it's really surprising, but maybe some stuff will get traded out.
I expect so. That is all I think we're over time. Ugh, I'm not ready to do. I just lost my voice.
Tongue-tied right at the end.
That could have been bad. I still lost my voice.
Oh my god. Don't even do this properly.